Yo, welcome to sunny South Florida, guys. My name is Dose, also known as C. Lee number 2. Here with Infinite Auto, and I got my boy Mike and this beautiful G Wagon sitting behind me. I know you see how I had to hop out of there like a jack in the box. Hopped out the box like a jack in the box. But yeah, my boy Mike is gonna show you everything you need to know about this beautiful AMG G63. So check it out.
Alright, so the first thing you're going to notice about this car is the redesign. It's the first time the G has been redesigned in this much manner since about 50 years. So you're going to notice slightly softer rounded edges, slight changes to the sides. This is a 63 AMG, so we have the big wheels, drilled rotors, all gloss black inserts, trim. But at the end of the day, you're still seeing the old G Wagon. It's still got the look, the heritage. It's not too different, it just turned up a little bit. One of the biggest changes we're going to see with this car is the redesign of the front end. First thing you're going to notice is the bug eye headlights with the updated LEDs, and you're also going to notice the softer rounded edges. They've also switched the breast guard top to bottom on these models just to further signify the change. But it's a really nice redesign, it looks really good. The gloss black accents on the mineral white paint pops. And it still has that classic Mercedes feel and look. Another option we love about this car that we got is these 22-inch mesh wheels equipped with Pirelli Scorpion Zero tires, massive front calipers with drilled rotors. You really need that kind of stopping power in this V8 bi-turbo AMG G63. I'm happy it has those brakes because believe me, you need them. And we're going to go ahead and check out the inside here. Carl can join me inside. So something that's very different and nice in this G Wagon compared to the older generation is they made this car a lot more dailyable. They took space out of the trunk and added it to the front here, so the driver and the passenger have a lot more room in here. It's a lot less boxed up and you're a lot less cramped, which is very nice. Completely different redesign on the interior, extremely modern, night and day from the old style of the old G Wagon, which people really liked. It was a cult classic, but this is a complete 2020 refresh on that look. And one of my favorite features of this car is the carbon fiber steering wheel option. This carbon fiber steering wheel, the fit and finish and look is just incredible. It has this beautiful shape, grip, it's just phenomenal. Another thing that just stands out to you immediately in this car is this massive LED display. You have two massive LED screens here, which completely change the whole feel of this car. And they're very crisp, very clear. You have all your settings in here. You have a rendition of the car. If we come over to the vehicle mode, it gives you a 3D version. Looks like a video game in terms of what you control, the seats, the climate, whether you want to turn a massage on, get a hot back, relaxing back massage, or whether you want to come in here and mess with the interior lighting. There are so many different options that you can pick from and so many different things you can do. And I really like the ambient lights in here because you have so many different options on what you can do. You can dial it into presets, you can individually dial each one in. Depending on what mood you're in or what vibe you want, you can really just pick exactly what you want. So today I feel like we're in a blue mood, so we're going to go blue. Moving on from there, we have really nice brushed aluminum accents here. Everything the fit and finish, nothing is creaking, everything is completely solid. It really keeps the tradition of the older G Wagon, but just with a modern touch and finish. And we move on to the outside here, we'll do a startup, and I want to talk about one of, I think, the truly greatest differences between this car and the other car. So I want to start it up for you guys so you can hear the exhaust. The displacement slightly changed on this motor, but power went up. And you're going to notice it's going to come out of the classic side pipes that you get with all the AMG models. So let's fire it up. notice you have nice control here on the steering wheel. That was Sport Plus. So when I started it up, it was in comfort. Slightly different sound. Quieter, more muted. Sport Plus ever so slightly higher. Well, then Sport, and then Sport Plus really gets what you want. And one of the other massive differences, in my opinion, the biggest difference between this car and the old car is the suspension. They completely redesigned the suspension, and it's completely different than the old one. The old one was very rough, very hard, creaked, rides like just an old Defender, old Bronco, and a lot of people were really into that. The cold classic, you know, that's what people love. But at the same time, as a daily car, that's not optimal. So in this redesign, they completely changed the suspension, and I mean, I'm not kidding, this thing rides like an S-Class. The way it handles the bumps, the way it mediates the road is absolutely amazing. So in terms of an everyday driver and really a comfortable car, awesome. It also has electronic dampers, so when you can dial it in, you can go from comfort to sport. So it really does get sporty in the sport mode, but it really is, that is the biggest difference between those two cars, and really what I think warrants the price difference if what you want is a dailyable car, because it is night and day. The last thing I want to highlight about what you get with an AMG is a hand-built motor. One man, start to finish, hand-built. And at the very end of that, he signs his plaque to signify that it's been through the process. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. We'll leave that to the pros. And you'll notice here, you can see through this little engine cover here, that the turbos are now top mounted. I imagine they've done this for efficiency and for ease of replacing and working on the car, but it definitely changes the whole look and feel of how this motor revs up.